I'm Srinidhi. COVID-19 is the topic that baffles every individual in the world right now. I'm sure you must have your thoughts too. Now let's see what Bangaloreans have to say about it. So do you have any fears regarding getting vaccinated?
Since the vaccine is new, yes, fears are there, but the problems are more than the benefits are more than the problems. So I think we should take it, just close our eyes and take it.
So in general, what do you think about COVID-19 vaccine?
In general, I feel it's too early to create a vaccine at this short notice. But I think right now this is the best hope we have. I'm sure in the future we'll have better vaccines which are better made. So, but yes, now we should just take what we have.
Thank you, sir. COVID vaccine ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಏನು ಅನಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆ?
ಏನು ಅನಿಸಿಲ್ಲ, ನಾನು ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ನೀವು ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ, ನೀವು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿರ್ತೀರಾ. ನೆಗ್ಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗಬೇಡಿ.
Okay. So do you want to suggest this to your family members too to get vaccinated?
Of course.
What is the reason, sir?
Because day by day, increasing day by day, when there is no conclusion also. Even though we cannot keep track, when it stops, COVID, how it occurs, what time, how it spreads, we cannot keep track. So better to go for vaccine.
So do you have any fear about the vaccine?
No, I'm not fear.
So ನೀವು COVID-19 ವ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿನ್ ಹಾಕ್ಸಿದ್ದೀರಾ?
ಇಲ್ಲ.
ಯಾರು ಹಾಕ್ಸಿಲ್ಲ? ಹಾಕ್ಸ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ? ಇಲ್ವಾ? ಯಾಕೆ?
ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ನನಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರೋಂಗೆ ವ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿನು ರಿಸರ್ಚ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ 5 to 6 years ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅದು ಸೈಡ್ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಇದು ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ. ಬಟ್ ಇವಾಗ ಶಾರ್ಟ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಪೀರಿಯಡಲ್ಲಿ ಐ ಡೋಂಟ್ ನೋ ವೆದರ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ರೈಟ್ ಆರ್ ರಾಂಗ್, ಬಟ್ ಮೈ ಒಪಿನಿಯನ್ ಅದು ಶಾರ್ಟ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಪೀರಿಯಡಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಥರ ಆಗಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಮೇ ಬಿ ಸೈಡ್ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲದೇನೋ ಬರ್ಬೋದು, ಏನೋ ಪ್ರಿಡಿಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಅಫ್ರೈಡ್ ಆಫ್ ದಟ್ ವ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿನ್.
ಸೊ ಕೋವಿಡ್ ವ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿನ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿಯಾದ ಭಯ ಇದೆ?
ತುಂಬ ಸೈಡ್ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟ್ಸು, ಸ್ಕಿನ್ ಅಲರ್ಜೀಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ತುಂಬ ಸಿವಿಯರ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ರ್ಯಾಷಸ್ಸು ಆ ಥರ ಎಲ್ಲ. ಆಮೇಲೆ 2-3 ಡೆತ್ಸ್ ಬೇರೆ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ.
ಸೊ ನೀವು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ಆಗಲಿ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿ ಮೆಂಬರ್ಸ್ ಆಗಲಿ ಯಾರಿಗಾದ್ರೂ ಸಜೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ ಕೋವಿಡ್ ವ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿನ್ ಹಾಕ್ಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ?
ಇಲ್ಲ, ಸೇಮ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ.
Okay guys, there has been a lot of unanswered questions, doubts and misconceptions running in your mind regarding the COVID vaccine. Now let's see what the experts have to tell about it. Today we are here with Dr. Nagendra Swami, who is the founder and chairman of Medisync. So, hello sir. Today we are here with few questions that can help in creating awareness among the people about COVID-19 vaccination.
Okay.
So in the current time, people are hesitating to get vaccinated. They have certain kind of fear inside them. So what do you think is the reason for that fear?
I think, you see, excess of awareness is a double-edged sword. When the vaccines came out across the world, the media hyped that we came out with the vaccine and this, along with it also hyped this vaccine came in the shortest possible time. Normally, development of a vaccine takes about 6 to 9 years, various phases of trials. But due to the technology that has come in and due to the unprecedented condition that we were going, this was fast-tracked and the vaccine came well within a year. So that raised quite a bit doubts whether this vaccine has gone through all the trials and all the possible safety precautions. In any situation, for me, I believe in one thing: if anything has got an effect, it will have a side effect. If somebody says that doesn't have a side effect, I believe it doesn't even have an effect. So even if you take a simple tablet like a paracetamol, for some people it will have some side effect. That doesn't mean the vaccine is the safest. Very minute percentage of people will have some reaction. It's like any other medicine. You take an antibiotic, it will have a side reaction, so is vaccine. What happened in our anxiety to create the awareness, certain side effects were hyped. When this hype happened, the people started thinking, will I get more benefit or less benefit? So why should I risk myself by taking a vaccine and put myself to the risk? For example, recently all of you must have read a story. A young doctor in Madurai died. The caption said, young doctor died post-vaccine. But if you really hear the story, post-vaccine she developed a muscle pain, which is side effect of the vaccine. The husband, who is a doctor, gave her a diclofenac injection. It's a usual common painkiller all of us use in diclofenac. But that diclofenac had a side effect, and that lady died due to the side effect of the diclofenac. But the caption said, lady doctor young dies post-vaccine. This is how sometimes the story gets twisted. You know, with the social media today, anything can get spread within a fraction of a minute. So it is very important for all of us to understand it is as safe as this could be. A percentage of the people will have some side effect. It could be as simple as body ache, little fever, little wherever the injection is given, there is a little soreness. In fact, I finished my both the vaccines. Fortunately, I never had any side effect. Some of my colleagues had a lot of pain in the shoulder. That doesn't mean you should stop taking a vaccine because you had a pain in the shoulder. That's it.
So, what do you think is the basic level of awareness people should have? What is the basic thing that people need to know about getting vaccinated?
Very simple. Vaccines are not new. You know, polio vaccine is there, measles vaccine is there. Our smallest child, from the first week of birth, we are giving the vaccine. Vaccine awareness is there. What is important is, it is very essential to prevent the spreading of this disease. If that has to happen, herd immunity has to develop. Herd immunity means majority of the people getting an antibody in the body. So you get the antibodies in two methods. Either you get a disease and you get an antibody, or you give a vaccine and develop an antibody. That is the effort. So we should tell them this is a protection against you, not that if you get vaccine you will never get a disease. Not true. There may be people who will get, but the effect of the disease will be very less. So it's important to know that.
So would you like to convey anything about creating awareness about this?
No, I think my fundamental anxiety is the people should come out of the fear. They should volunteer. Now above 45, even without illness, can come and take. Last 10 days statistics shows younger population are getting the disease, not the older, because they all went out very freely. They thought we are all young, nothing will happen. They are becoming the victims. So it's very important, don't fear the vaccine, take it, and it will save you from lot of, one is disease prevention. Second, even if you get a disease, the effect of the disease is very less. That's why they should do. But other big concern is healthcare workers themselves have not taken. More than about 40% of people have yet to take the vaccine. I think they should first volunteer to do that. Thank you.
So sir, are you vaccinated for COVID-19?
Yes, I got vaccinated a few weeks back.
Can you share us your experience?
Well, it's like any other vaccine or any other injection. Rather, it was much smoother. At a hospital where I got that, it was well organized and painless. Those people who fear injection needles don't have to worry. It's very painless, and absolutely no side effects for me. Mild body aches like it happens routinely, and was absolutely fine with a small dose of paracetamol tablet.
So sir, we commonly hear about antibodies. So can I know what is antibodies and what are its functions?
Very good question. I think as common people, these are terms which doctors use, or we see at many places. Let me attempt to answer it in a very simple, easy to understand way. Now, antibodies are nothing but army which our body creates to fight an enemy like COVID-19 virus. So whenever any foreign invasion happens in the body in the form of a virus or any other thing, so body responds by producing these army of equipped with different elements to fight this invasion, and those army or those soldiers or those jawans are called the antibodies of the body. So they are simply nothing but a defense mechanism to fight the invasion by somebody like COVID-19 virus.
So sir, the patients in the critical care unit, are they supposed to get the vaccine?
Well, critical care, all comorbid patients with comorbidity. When I say comorbidity, means the disease like diabetes, hypertension, or any other serious disease. Government has made it a priority for them, and that's important because they are more vulnerable to get it. So yes, all patients with any comorbidities or in critical care should get a vaccine.
So would you like to share any valuable information with the people about the COVID-19 vaccine?
Well, building on what you talked about antibodies, it's very important for us to understand that why are we getting a vaccine? The vaccine is to protect us, right? How does it protect? When a vaccine is given, what is vaccine? Vaccine is nothing but a virus which doesn't cause the disease but causes the immune response, which means it creates the defense mechanism without creating a disease. That's a very, very big thing which our scientists have done to find a vaccine in a very short period of time. And we are very lucky that in India we are one of the first countries to make this vaccine available to public, and after going through all the diligence. So people should come forward, get themselves vaccinated, encourage others to get vaccinated. And now the government from 1st of April onwards had allowed everyone above 45 to get the vaccine. I think this is a great move, and we should all fight this together by participating in the vaccine drive. Wherever you are comfortable, in a private hospital, government hospital, near you, far from you, wherever you are comfortable, get it done. And don't forget to get your certificate. That is a trophy, I think, one we should have, that we are participating in the fight against this pandemic.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Are you vaccinated for COVID-19?
Yes, Srinidhi. I have finished my 2 doses of vaccination.
So can you share us about your experience?
Yeah, I, as any other layman would be, was also quite confused about do I need to get vaccinated or not. And definitely after a lot of research and talking to experts, I definitely was convinced that I need to get vaccinated, and that's how I went for vaccination. Moreover, I'm also a medical doctor, and I have read about the advantages of vaccination, also been convinced on the same. I have referred to many studies which has been conducted towards the efficacy of being vaccinated or not being vaccinated. Definitely I would advise and profess that everybody should get vaccinated.
So the common people are getting scared. They have some fear about the vaccination. Do you think it is because of the lack of information about the vaccine to them?
I think there's a lot of myths surrounding vaccination today. The scientific study and the scientific community and the medical fraternity definitely have proved that vaccination is the only way forward to arrest COVID-19. This is an uncertain time for sure, and the only thing that seems certain is the resurgence of COVID-19. And the only way to address that is vaccination. So I think people should not heed to any misconceptions and any myths surrounding vaccination. As a doctor, I profess and I again advise and insist that everybody should get vaccinated who are eligible to get vaccinated.
Would you like to suggest something to the public or give some advice?
Yes, these are tough times, and tough people make through tough times, and the easiest way to beat the tough time is to get yourself vaccinated. Please avoid travel wherever you can and maintain social distance. Get yourselves vaccinated, and wear your mask wherever you go, and I think that's the way to beat COVID-19.
Are you vaccinated for COVID-19?
Yes, I got vaccinated. I did the two doses of vaccination from COVID 2 months back.
Could you tell us the experience? How was it?
Yeah, coming from as a medical professional and also a public background, I felt it's our duty to get vaccinated. And vaccination was quite a comfortable experience. It was just one injection and that's it. No after effects and no side effects. It was very comfortable experience.
So keeping the current situation in the mind, do you have any preventive measures for COVID situation for the normal people?
Yeah, when the COVID pandemic hit the world, the only preventive we learned from a lot of things that social distancing is the main key. Enough wearing mask and washing of hands frequently and not touching your face and your body parts. I think that was the key preventive measures. But now vaccine has come up, it will definitely improve the immunity of the person, and also it will improve the herd immunity in the group, and so it will definitely prevent spread of COVID-19.
So one valuable thing you would like to convey to the people?
Yeah, I think there is a lot of fear psychosis among the people that should we take vaccine, more so among the medical professionals. And I always want to go back and give the example, 20 or 30 years back we fought against smallpox. The entire community in the world was vaccinated, irrespective of whether they knew. I think we have a lot more information today. We talk too much debate about what is the efficacy, what is the safety and things like that, because we undergo a lot of clinical trials. But in the interest of the mankind, we need to take the vaccines irrespective, and we need to infuse confidence among all the healthcare workers and the public. And vaccine is safest thing to happen. 0.5% or 0.2% of adverse event occurs. But that is a kind of thing which occurs in any scientific trial, and nothing is 100% safe at this point. So with a lot of confidence, people should go and vaccinate.
Okay guys, now we saw the medical perspective. Now we will go to Devgiri Hospital and check the vaccination drive underway. Vaccinated. What was the reason that you decided to get vaccinated?
To save ourselves from the pandemic. And not only saving ourselves, we are saving the life of the other people also. So when government is doing so much, we have to reciprocate. No? That's the reason.
ಈ ವ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿನೇಷನ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋಕೆ ಮುಂಚೆ ನಿಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾದರೂ ಭಯ ಆಯ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ?
ನನಗೆ ಏನೂ ಭಯ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಯಾರೋ ಏನೇನೋ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು, ಈ ಥರ ಸೈಡ್ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಅದು ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ತಲೆ ಸುತ್ತು ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಜ್ವರ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಇನ್ನೂ ಒಂದು ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ. ನೋಡೋಣ, ನಾವು ತಗೊಂಡ್ಮೇಲೆ ನಮಗೇನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ನಿರ್ಭಯವಾಗಿ ತೊಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ನಾವು ಯಾವುದೂ ಭಯವೇ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ, ತೊಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ, ಸಕ್ಸಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆ, ಆರೋಗ್ಯವಾಗಿ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ.
ವ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿನೇಷನ್ ಹಾಕ್ಸಿದ್ದೀರಾ?
ಹೌದು, ವ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿನೇಷನ್ ಹಾಕ್ಸಿದ್ದೀನಿ.
ಹೇಗಿತ್ತು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಒಂದು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸ್ ದೇವಗಿರಿ ಹಾಸ್ಪಿಟಲ್ ಹಾಕ್ಸಿ?
ದೇವಗಿರಿ ಹಾಸ್ಪಿಟಲ್ ಅವರು ಎಲ್ಲ ತುಂಬ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಮೇಂಟೈನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ರಿಜಿಸ್ಟ್ರೇಷನು ಮತ್ತು ಪೇಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಲಿ, ಇಲ್ಲ ವ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿನೇಷನ್ ರೂಮು ಇಂದ ಎಲ್ಲನೂ ಹಾಸ್ಪಿಟಾಲಿಟಿ ತುಂಬ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿತ್ತು. ಮತ್ತು ಕೋವಿಡ್ ನಾರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ಏನಿದೆಯೋ ಅದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲನೂ ಕ್ಲಿಯರಾಗಿ ಫಾಲೋ ಮಾಡಿ ಪೇಷಂಟ್ಗೆ ಯಾವುದೂ ತೊಂದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲದ ಥರ ನೋಡಿಕೊಂಡು ವ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿನೇಷನ್ನ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಆದಮೇಲೆ ವ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿನೇಷನ್ ಆದಮೇಲೇನು BP ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡೋದು, ಮತ್ತು ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಏನು ಮಾಡಬಾರ್ದು ಅಂತ ಎಲ್ಲನೂ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಅವರಿಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ನೀಟಾಗಿ ನೋಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗೇ ಇದು ಮಾಡಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ತುಂಬ ಖುಷಿ ಆಯಿತು.
ಈಗ ಜನರ ಮಧ್ಯೆ COVID-19 ವ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿನ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ತುಂಬ ಭಯ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ನಿಮಗೆ ವ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿನ್ ಹಾಕೊಳ್ಳೋಕೆ ಮುಂಚೆ ಏನಾದರೂ ಭಯ ಇತ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ, ಹಾಕ್ಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಭಯ ಇತ್ತು?
ಇಲ್ಲ, ನಾನು ಮುಂಚೆ ಓದಿದ್ದೆ. ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಪೇಪರ್ಸ್ ಆಗಲಿ ಆರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ಸನ್ನು ಫಾಲೋ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ. ಮತ್ತು ಜೊತೆಗೆ ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿರೋ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ನನ್ನ ಮಾವ ಅತ್ತೆ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಅವರು ಸೀನಿಯರ್ ಸಿಟಿಸನ್ಸು, 80 ಇಯರ್ಸು 75 ಇಯರ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿರೋರು, ಮತ್ತು ನನ್ನ ವೈಫಿಗೂ ಹಾಕ್ಸಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಸೊ ನಾವು ಇದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ನೋಡಿದ ಮೇಲೆ ನಾನು ಏನು ತೊಂದರೆ ಇರಲ್ಲ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಕಾನ್ಫಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿ ನಾನೊಬ್ಬನೇ ಬಂದು ಹಾಕಿಸ್ಕೊತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ನಾನು ಎಲ್ಲ ಜನರಿಗೂ ಪ್ರಾರ್ಥನೆ ಮಾಡೋದು, ಬನ್ನಿ ಮುಂದಕ್ಕೆ ಹಾಕಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ.
ಏನು ಅನಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆ COVID-19 ವ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿನೇಷನ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ?
ವ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿನೇಷನ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಒಂದು ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ತಗೋಬೇಕಾಗಿರೋದು, ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ಇವಾಗ ಇರೋ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ವೆರೈಟೀಸು ಎಲ್ಲ ಬರೋವಾಗ ಸೊ ಅದು ಒಂದು ತೊಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರೊಟೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಒಂದು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾ ಲೇಯರ್ ಆಫ್ ಪ್ರೊಟೆಕ್ಷನು ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಜೊತೆಗೆ ನಾವು ಫಾಲೋ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗಿರೋ ನಾರ್ಮ್ಸನ್ನು ಫಾಲೋ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಬಟ್ ಡೆಫಿನೆಟ್ಲಿ ವ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿನೇಷನ್ ಅನ್ನೋರು ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಯಾವಾಗ ಅವರು ಇದು ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೋ ಅವ್ರವ್ರು ಮುಂದಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂದು ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ತಗೊಂಡು ಇದು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಎಲ್ಲರನ್ನೂ ಕೇಳ್ಕೊತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ.
So is it necessary for a person who has recovered from COVID to take the vaccine?
Definitely it is necessary for a person because there are no studies which show that once you are infected you are protected from COVID-19. So it's very, very necessary for a person to take even if he is infected after the disease is resolved.
So if a person with illness like diabetes, hypertension and cancer, they are under medication, is it safe for them to take the COVID-19 vaccine?
It is a must and should for people with any comorbidities to take the vaccine because it helps in the longer run.
So what are the prevention or the precautions that should be taken at the site of like vaccination?
There are nothing as prevention precaution, just need to go with a calm mind, take the vaccination, wait there for half an hour to see. Very rarely some people might get some anaphylactic reactions or any form of reaction, after which they can leave for half an hour.
What are the side effects that generally present?
There are nothing known as side effects as such. It varies from person to person. For some people they don't feel anything at all. For few there's mild myalgia or fever for a day which resolves all by itself.
So would you like to tell something to the people about the COVID-19 vaccination?
Yeah, I just would like to encourage people to go ahead and get themselves vaccinated.
So how was your experience, sir? Did you have any fear before taking the vaccine?
Actually, there was no fear since I myself a doctor. There is no apprehension regarding the vaccine. But I did have a little bit of pain on that particular day. But probably the next day I was able to work and I was continuing my normal activities from the very next day.
So, if a person has any orthopedic condition like arthritis or a person has underwent any orthopedic surgery, is he or she eligible to take the vaccine? Is it safe?
Definitely it is safe to take vaccination. In fact, for all the orthopedic patients, there is no contraindication for vaccine regarding orthopedic patients, except that few patients who are on extreme receiving high doses of steroids. Such type of patients may be, there may not be indication. Otherwise, almost all the orthopedic patients with orthopedic problems like arthritis, fractures, post-surgeries, everybody are eligible for vaccination.
Would you like to tell something to the people about the COVID-19 vaccination?
Actually, people should come forward. Government has given such a nice opportunity covering a huge amount of population where the vaccination is being provided, and this vaccination is very, very important. If we have to defeat this COVID disease, one has to be vaccinated, and I would suggest everyone should come forward and go ahead with the vaccine program.
So, sir, what is the age group that is eligible for getting vaccinated?
Actually, any age is eligible for vaccination except for the pediatric groups, because this vaccination phenomenon can be acting in all the patients. So there is no age limit for the vaccination except for children. All age groups can be received, but the reason why we are following with the older age and the next age because they are the most needed for this vaccination, and gradually the government is going to vaccinate everybody. That's the thing.
So, sir, how does the COVID-19 vaccine work?
See, actually, any vaccination for that matter, whether it is COVID-19, a DPT or a BCG or a smallpox vaccine, the principle of vaccination is same. What you are doing here is you are injecting a component of the vaccine, so of the virus, inside the body, so that there are cells. So this becomes a foreign body, this vaccine. So immediately cells are produced inside the body, which can fight on this virus and remove this virus. Since this virus component is injected in a very small amount, our body will be able to react to it and defeat it. And subsequently, when the same real vaccine enters, there are already memory cells which are existing inside the body. It is like the police team which has already dealt with one type of thugs, and they are coming across the same thugs for the second time, and they will be able to capture them or defeat them very easily. That's how the principle of vaccination works. Here the vaccine is the antigen, and the body which is the thing which is going to produce against the antigen is the antibody. So the number of antibodies produced against the antigen, when the vaccine is injected, those antibodies remain in the body even after some time, even after that. So when a second time this antigen enters, already prepared antibodies are there to fight against this antigen. So these are the vaccination works.
So sir, are you vaccinated for COVID-19?
Yes, I have been one of the first people to get vaccinated as a medical faculty. It's been a pleasant experience for me, at least. There's no real side effect for me. Very, maybe some 10 out of 10,000 people do develop some sort of fever, a little bit of body ache, but that's just a small number actually. So yes, it has to go on because that's the only way out in the current scenario. As you know, the second wave is starting already. So the more number of people get vaccinated, it's better for the country to move forward.
So sir, what are the types of vaccine available and what is the difference?
See, currently in India we have two vaccines. So one is the Covishield and one is the Covaxin. As such, the Covishield is a mRNA vaccine, it's a spike protein one, and the Covaxin is the whole inactivated virus. So as such, if you are going to microbiology and the immunology part, it has its own different pathways, but at the end of the day, both the vaccines have shown almost 70 to 80% efficacy, and that's what we need now. Yes, obviously, if there are some vaccines which has 100% efficacy, that would have been wonderful. But currently, whatever the vaccine available throughout the world, all the vaccine has the cap of 70 to 80% only. So both are equally efficacious.
So when does a COVID-19 patient require ICU care and how long does it take and what are the success rates?
See, normally almost 90% of the COVID patients, they develop whatever the symptomatology, they don't require ICU numbers, ICU care as such. So only adolescents and 10% will require the proper ICU care in a matter of speaking, ventilation, prolonged ICU stay and all those things. So even those in the 10% who require the ICU stay, ICU thing, almost 90% do recover and they do go home. It's only the 10% of the 10% who ultimately get succumb to the disease and they.
So we constantly hear about antibodies, antibody levels.
Yes.
What are they and when do they develop?
See, normally whenever the body gets any foreign body, like virus or bacteria or anything, it has take some time for the body to start producing the antibodies. Body has to first recognize that as a foreign particle and then the immune system will start working. So normally it takes say 7 to 10 days, sometimes even 2 weeks for the body to develop an antibody. So be it a active COVID infection or be it a vaccination, it will take at least 2 weeks for the body to start producing the antibody. Only difference with the vaccination is since it's a very small amount what we give, so usually first dose of vaccine doesn't produce the detectable number of antibodies. It's the second dose which actually kickstarts our immunity, and then after 2 weeks after the second dose, the antibodies will start developing.
So would you like to tell anything to the people about the COVID-19 vaccination?
One thing, they should get it when their time comes.
So one thing you would like to tell people about the vaccination?
It's safe to get vaccinated and you have that peace of mind and then just get yourself vaccinated without any fear.